What up guys? It's been a while since I uploaded my latest YouTube video and I've been kind of waiting for the right opportunity to start making more YouTube videos. Uh, and yeah, Tewkenaire is the perfect situation for that. And I guess this video will gonna be all about Tewkenaire and why I believe it will be an easy way to make a return on investment and also a way to make more people come into the dApp space. Because I feel that people are still afraid of that, like I was in the beginning. And I've been into the dApp space for the past 3 months. It's an eternity in the dApp space in the crypto world, but yeah. So after this summer, I got into the dApps heavy, and I started hanging out dApp house in Trevin James, and I got into the ambassador program of Tewkenaire, and I want to promote them because I believe this dApp and this hourglass dApp it's the best iteration that we have right now. So I've been kind of following the dApp scene for the past 3 months, so I'm new to the scene. And from reading all the chat logs from the dApp house and the other dApp channels that we have in Telegram, there's a constant fact following around that hourglasses don't have enough volume to be sustainable long term. But there are several dApps that have been surviving for so long. One of them being Gandiji, where I am as well, and passively making investments and putting some in for the long term. I also believe that Gandiji, the way it's set up for the long term, is something that will eventually make great results because we have passed the first phase of dApp development, because a couple months ago there were a lot of quick bump and dumps, a lot of exits, and uh, a lot of mistrust in the dApp scene. So there has been a consensus of sorts around hourglass dApps, right? And I think Tewkenaire is born out of that. And me being an ambassador of Tewkenaire, I can see that there's a long-term interest in this project. So Tewkenaire basically gathers all the good traits from the dApps that have survived for so long into these new dApps. And some of these good traits is a big ambassador list, the floor, the open source, so you can check the code and see that there's no possible exit. Trevin James can't exit, not even the ambassadors. The floor is gonna be big, and there's, like I said previously, there is an interest in the long term of this. Something like Gandiji, right? Gandiji has been alive for almost 2 years, and I'm still getting dividends on a daily, which is amazing. So I'm thinking Tewkenaire is the natural evolution, right? So what do I expect with Tewkenaire? Well, besides, I think the T-Rex blockchain has more engagement. I think people are more willing to try dApps, and also the ecosystem is way more evolved, and we have better wallets, better DEXs, better exchanges, so on. Also the usage fees of the Trex blockchain is way lower than Ethereum, so I think people will probably try out Tewkenaire with a small bag. Of course, and the thing that we are seeing right now in the ambassador community is that there's a lot of guys from the Ethereum days, and these guys understand how hourglasses are put together, so they're gonna go heavy on this, right? Because they see that this is the hourglass without the bad traits, you know. So it's something that is built to last for as long as possible. And there's also an interest of the ambassadors to keep the dividends flowing and to promote the debt. And I think that this is gonna be one of the good things about Tewkenaire. It's gonna last for a lot of years, I think. Gandici has 2 years. I don't know. Some, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But Tewkenaire lasting 6 years. That would be really fantastic. And producing dividends on a daily basis. Yeah, man, it's a really unique opportunity to invest in Tewkenaire in the first day. One of the things that also Tewkenaire is different from other hourglass dApps in the past is that there is an emphasis on getting partner dApps. So the ambassadors will be always working and getting new partner dApps, and there's already some like Fred. Um, Yesterday, I think Parabank as well is going to buy some tokens. And possibly Mula will get into this, but yeah, the possibility is huge because there's 45 ambassadors that wanna keep these running for as long as possible. Keep that in mind, for as long as possible. Also, the math behind this hourglass, it's very easy to understand, and you can see that the price fluctuation of tokens is not going to be very high. So it will resemble kind of like a stable coin. So yeah, so that's another good trait of this dApp is that it's gonna be predictable, right? Um, yeah, so just from what you know right now, this dApp is gonna be I wouldn't say the best dApp in the in the Tron blockchain, but probably where you will make the most returns and enjoy the best high, if you know what I mean. If you're into mining and getting dividends, you'll get a lot of high from this. Um, so yeah, I'm excited for this, and yeah, of course, as an ambassador, I'm gonna put to the maximum available to the ambassador, which is 10k per X, and I'll probably put way more afterwards. So yeah, I'm stoked for this.